For our community assessment, we observed the Columbia, Missouri area. Columbia, Missouri is divided into 6 wards. For our assessment, we decided to focus on Ward 6. The Healthy People 2020 targets for obesity and infant mortality rates has been met in Boone County. The U.S. still exceeds the target rate for obesity, though. The target rates for healthcare coverage and tobacco use have not been met in Boone or the U.S. One of the Millennium Development Goals is to decrease child mortality rate, including infant mortality, by 1/3 between 1990 and 2015. In 1990, the infant mortality rate was 9.2. The current infant mortality rate is 5.82 in the United States, so this goal has been achieved.
Houses in this ward were well taken care of and clean, however they were close together and crowded with small lawns.
The median income for the neighborhoods was $31,000. 30% has graduate or professional degrees, 27% have bachelor's or higher, and 12% have at least a high school diploma. The median value of the houses was around $176,000.
The sidewalks in the residential areas were narrow and could only allow 1 to 2 people to walk side by side. But there were sidewalks almost everywhere, allowing transportation by foot to close by areas.
As we went around the neighborhoods, many houses had playsets in their backyards and basketball hoops in their driveways. This suggests an increased activity level in this area. Roads also had bike lanes available for bikers.
Residents of this ward have access to close parks and playgrounds to enjoy with children or use to work out. We acknowledge this availability as a strength of the community to encourage physical activity. The speed limit of 25 in residential areas was much lower than on main streets. This creates a safer environment for children and families to enjoy their neighborhood without fear. On the main roads, the speed limit was 50 miles an hour.
Columbia, Missouri has found to be 12% safer than other U.S. cities. The other strength we identified in this area was safety. Many houses had ADT security signs. There was a police car in one driving, suggesting someone within law enforcement lives in the area, and there was a fire station very close by.
The evidence of churches in the community suggests that many citizens get together to bond over their spiritual and religious beliefs. This shows a form of connection among community members. However, we only found Christian churches or schools in this ward and no other religious affiliations. Throughout our community assessment, we noted a daycare center and school buses driving children home from a school down the road. The daycare center appeared to be in good condition, well cared for, and had a playground to encourage children to have an active lifestyle. There were numerous gas stations all on one road. This provided citizens with lots of choices of where to get gas depending on what was closest to their home or workplace. We noted 2 big grocery stores, Walmart and Hy-Vee, that were in close proximity to the majority of the neighborhoods. This provides families with access to fresh and healthier foods. Also, Hy-Vee has its own quick care facility located inside of the store. This provides community members to have quick and easy access to healthcare. However, there were even more fast food places in this same area. We saw Taco Bell, McDonald's, KFC, Wendy's, Burger King, and Sonic. Since these are so convenient and also cheaper, some families may choose unhealthy fast food over going grocery shopping. Because of this, another nursing diagnosis we identified is risk for overweight related to unhealthy food choices.
We saw a lot of bus stops in this ward and a few shuttles picking people up. It was evident that many people have to use city transportation and take buses to and from work, school, or even stores. There were not many people outside or walking the streets when we drove around, suggesting most of the people in the area are employed and the children are in school.
We noticed a few for rent signs. This could mean one of 2 things. There is always room for more people to move into this community and find a home, or it could mean that a lot of people are moving away from the community. Either way, it shows that the community is always changing. The fact that all of the signs we saw said for rent and not for sale told us that most people living in the community were renters and would not be living there for very extended periods of time.
took this video while going through Rock Quarry Road. Another nursing diagnosis we formulated for this area was risk for injury related to unsafe roadway conditions. This was evidenced by the accident we saw during our survey.
Overall, Ward 6 of Columbia seemed like a fairly decent place to live. The community appeared to have everything needed for a functional lifestyle in close proximity. The community inhabited people of all ages with services that accommodated each age group. Many of the homes appeared well kept, and the majority of them were inhabited. Privacy and safety seemed to be a big priority in the neighborhoods, and we would feel fairly safe if we lived in this area.
Thanks for watching!